Hi everyone, my name is Shay Perry and I'm going to be doing my video reflection for the class CEE 300 Business Engineering Practices for the spring semester of 2016 at ASU. I'm going to talk about my favorite aspect of the class, which was the Colby A, and just a little bit about our professor and how that relates to my Colby A specifically. So Seeger, our professor, is all over the place. He's not organized, he's not structured, he changes his mind on a daily basis. But that definitely prepares you for the engineering world because, our homework assignments were always being changed for the due dates. So we'd get extensions all the time, and then we'd have assignments pop up out of nowhere that were due in a couple days. And you kind of had to scram to get them done, but that's definitely how you deal with it in the engineering world as well. You'll get extensions on projects for a couple weeks, and then you'll also have reports that you need to turn in like super soon, and you just found out about them, or people need more information, so you have to give them more information as soon as possible. So this class definitely prepared me for my internship and my career in the future. I want to talk about the Colby A score, which is basically a personality test, but not a personality test at all. It's more how you work in a work environment and why you are the way you are. So mine is a 5-8-3-4, which is basically the 5 is for fact finder. So I like things explained. I don't necessarily need to do a lot of research. So if I had an equation, I don't need the derivations behind how you found that equation, but I like the equation explained so that I understand it. I'm an 8 in follow through, so I'm a very organized person. I like to write all assignments for the entire semester in my planner at the beginning of the semester, which is why I struggled with this class at first, because you can't do that because there's always new assignments and the due dates are always being changed. So that was something I struggled with in the class, was not having this organization, but that's how it's going to be when I'm in the field, so it helps me adapt as an organizer. My 3 was in quick start, so I'm not the kind of person to take risks. I don't want to go out and try new things out of nowhere without planning. I'm like an organized person. And then I was a 4 in implementer, which is basically I don't really need to see the construction aspect of a project. I like the design part more than I like, seeing how something actually turned out. Seeger, on the other hand, is a 7-2-8-3. So he's complete opposite of me, which definitely explains why I had a hard time in this class at first, because I'm not like him at all in any way, especially with organization for the follow through and quick start with risk taking. He's a 2-8 and I'm an 8-3, so he's an adapter. He doesn't need the organization. He doesn't need the structure. He likes to change his mind and he likes to go with the flow, which I have a very hard time doing. So that's for the follow through. And then for the quick start, he's an 8, which means he likes to take those risks. He likes to ask the questions that people don't necessarily want to ask. He likes to question your knowledge about things, and he likes to try and prove you wrong all the time, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because it makes you think more about your opinions and if that's actually what you really want to believe in. So this class has made me learn a lot more about myself. I think that's the biggest thing I learned in this class, was about myself. Not even, no tangible information could have overcome the amount that I took away about myself and how I work and how I think. I learned how to work as a group member a lot better through this class because we worked with people in our Colby A areas. So if I was better at something, I had to work with someone who was better at something else. So we balanced each other out and were able to get the project done in the best way possible. Even if we had a low score in something, it was still a positive, even though it doesn't seem like it. Like, me not being a risk taker might not be a good thing, but at the same time, it helps, keep us grounded and not go on some crazy tangents and make all these crazy new ideas that will not work at all. So there's definitely good and bad to every single aspect of the Colby A. And that's what's so awesome, is in the field, you're going to be working with people who are completely different than you, and you need to learn how to work with them. And this Colby A definitely helps define these other people and helps you work together better, basically. So that was the biggest thing, was the Colby A. It helped me through this whole semester with, not necessarily liking Seeger at first, because I just didn't get along with his teaching style and, his personality. But having the Colby A as an explanation as to why he was the way he was helped me understand, because some people might not like the way I am, and they just, my Colby A explains how I am and why I am the way I am, and everybody's different. So thank you for a great semester to all the TAs, to Seeger, to all my classmates. I learned a lot, and I had a great time.